I moved it a little bit. That's it. There we go. Cool. There we go. It's good timing. It's
What time is it?
Bang on. Bang on, and we've got one person coming already.
Excellent.
So
Welcome.
welcome. Yeah. The dogs are happy now. They've got more than one treat.
I let the dogs out.
Who let the dogs out? Do, do, do.
Yeah. Shit happens.
It would have been if they'd have been out here barking. They would have sang louder than us.
Maybe.
Yes, they would have done. Anyway, good evening, everyone. It's nice to see so
Evening.
many of you coming in. And yeah, we've got a nice evening lined up. And to get my breath back from sort of having to blow the whistle to get the dogs in, because I wasn't sure if they'd gone right down in the meadow. Yeah, they'll come on the whistle.
Yeah,
Biscuit,
you did well.
Biscuit was there immediately, but and then what's that? Make comments full screen. We are on a full screen. Anyway, lovely to see so many of you, and just give you a couple of minutes because people are still coming in there. Trying to see names. Is that Barry? Isn't it Barry? Is it Christine? Yeah, the names don't go up. They go up so quick you can't read them. You need like magnifying glasses. Okay, so I put this night together because someone said to me a little while back about really nice if I could run through some chants and everything. And I was looking at it and I thought, okay, let's see what we can bring together. Because what I'm hoping this evening will give you that enthusiasm to know that you can be just as creative when you connect to the spirits of nature, to the spirits of all that is out there, the ancestors. When you open yourself up as that hollow bone, the more you get, the more you're open, the more you get, and it's just so beautiful to have these things come through. So I'm going to sort of start off by saying one of the most important things that you can do is don't let anybody tell you you can't sing. I've always found it really interesting how so many people have been told that they can't sing well.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them. I was told not to give up my day job, you know. When I first played, my very first recording was on a little tape recorder, and Lee had hung a microphone over the light hanging, and we did this little song, and I played it to my friends, and she went, "Oh, like that." Needless to say, she didn't remain a friend. And it's funny because we've been sorting through stuff, and Dennis is my husband, been sorting through a lot of paperwork, and he found my school report from when I was 10. And it was really low scores all the way through, but it said, was it Linda really enjoys singing? Oh, I've let the cat out the bag. Yeah, that's my proper name actually, is Linda. But I didn't excel at anything else, but I really liked singing. So that I was 10 years old, so they weren't going to take that away from me. So anyway, this is what I'm saying, you know. And then it's like children, you know, babies. First thing we buy them is a rattle. We give them a rattle, then when they start making a noise with it, we take it away from them. So we have to wait till we're adults to find out, actually, you can use a rattle again. So it's interesting. But I want to start at sort of some of the basics. Is people said to me, you know, what training have you had? This, that, and the other. None. Okay, let's get that out. None. Can't read a note of music. I like drawing musical notes and treble clefs, but I can't read them. And for me, that's given me an immense sense of freedom, because I can really work in the moment, which is great. But one of the best things that you can learn, as I've learned as I've gone along, is that even if you can't, or people say they can't sing, you can sing, but sounds, it's about sound. Okay, so we can all make sounds. But when you start using your voice, it is also important to, this is one of the tips that I'd give everybody. If you're going to be singing, that's always have warm water. Don't drink cold water, because cold water just irritates your throat. I always have warm water, and I can get through, if we're on stage doing a concert, I can get through 2 of these easy. But I always have them warm. I don't drink cold. And we're going to do a few voice warm up as well. And the thing is,
are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Well, I thought if I tell you, you're gonna, you.
Yeah, I'm
I'll tell
I'm
you.
the supporting. What's it called?
Actually, I didn't introduce you. This is Sven. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
Sven.
Sven, and I think everyone knows Sven.
Oh, excellent.
I'm sure you all know Sven, and I'm Lynn, and I'm sure you all know me as well. And welcome to my office, where we're in my spiritual office. I don't. It's an office because I do a lot of stuff in here, but it's full of drums and stuff.
Amazing stuff.
It's cool. Yeah, perhaps we'll try and take the camera around and show you later because some really great stuff in here. So anyway, we're warming up because we're talking, but yeah. One of the really good things is to loosen your jaw. So we're going to get our 2 fingers like that and we're just going to put them in here and we're going to make the most incredible... Hey, they can see us, but we can't see them putting faces. You're only on your own now. You see, it's not fair. You can see us going like, and making all this and stretching our mouth out and dropping our jaw. Making, God, this stays forever. You know that, don't you, on a video? So you can do all that.
Excellent.
Loosen that off. And then we're going to make...
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, I'm not going to get you all to poke your tongue out. Well, you can all poke your tongue out, but we're not going to poke ours out. But one of the good things to do is to poke your tongue out as far as you can get it.
You can do it like the Japanese.
Yeah. See if you can touch the bottom of your chin with your with your tongue. That's it. You can't.
I wasn't told about anything like this. Okay, go on.
It's good because it makes it more real. If I'd have told him earlier he was going to come on here and poke his tongue out at the camera, he might not come.
No, I haven't poked my tongue out. Or behind my hands.
So, thing is, it's like my little Betsy. She had, when she was doing drama school, she had some really good like banana. That's the really good ones to start opening up your throat. And it's banana.
Are you supposed to stretch?
Yeah, well, it's like a banana in it. Banana. And then you can just go ma 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 ma. Just make noises to warm up and go up and down those scales. So it's like we can go pa 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 pa.
Good.
But no one's left yet. If we know we're not, we're not gone totally and utterly crazy in here, okay? But no, it is good to give yourself a bit of a vocal warm up. You go sort of singing or making any sounds and you overstrain your throat, you don't want to do that. And those that know me and know the band know that we always start on our honouring chant to Mother Earth, which is Ei Chaya Shama. Now, a lot of people don't pronounce it really right. I hear them say, I call, and it's not, it's I cora, not I call. And that tends to take you through a lot of the scales as well. So I always feel that that's one of our warming up when we do that in the band. Which takes me on to this part, what I want to explain to you. So let's just do this chant. Now, people used to say to me, what does it mean? I used to say to them, I haven't got a clue. I just feel like it's an honouring chant to Mother Earth, but it's like our prayer, it's our focusing. Before we do workshops, we've done it in lodge, but we always do it before we perform as well. Because if you don't know that, I'm in Touch the Earth as well. So if you're at home and you want to join in and you know the chant, then just do it. We'll do it through and just feel that energy, and then I'll tell you a little bit of the story of that chant. So. Okay, and we're setting our space now. So. And then we breathe after chasing the dogs around the garden and pulling faces. Okay. Ei che shama, hey I che shama, akor, akor, akor. Ei che shama, hey I che shama. Akor, akor, akor. Ei che shama, hey I che shama. Akor, akor, akor. Akor, akor.
shama, hey I che shama, ako, ako, ako. Hey I che shama, hey I che shama, ako, ako, ako.
Thank you. Now, when I'm doing that chant, or when I'm putting that energy into that chant, I'm visualizing the Mother Earth, and I'm feeling that energy coming up, going down, coming up and going down. This is where I want to sort of start, is that if we try and put tonight into like a few little categories, so start with chants that can set the energy, set the space, set the place. If you're wanting to do ceremony or ritual, how you can use these particular chants or sounds to set that space. Then there's ones that just like for fun, really, for jollying and healing, because music is medicine, songs are medicine, they all carry energies, words, they've all got this power to heal. And as you're making sounds, those vibrations are going through your body, and our bodies are full of water, so we're getting this, all our internal organs, if you like, are getting this incredible massage as well. That's why, like, when we're in the sweat lodge, we're in this dome shape, and it's low and it's hot, and we're doing these sounds, we're having this amazing sound bath, because the sounds are just going round, and they're going in us and coming out of us, and are weaving their way around. Now, people used to say to me, what does those words mean? And I used to say, well, I haven't got a clue. And then it was a good few years later that I actually found out what they meant, and it was Earth Protect Everything. And that was a friend of ours, Ilya, who sort of translated that, and it was ancient Hebrew, and I was like really totally blown away. But it was one of those things that I'd never doubted. Whenever I've been gifted words from Spirit, and I always say this is you know, when it flows through, that I have this ultimate trust that I'm not singing about a bag of spuds or you know, a sack of potatoes. I just know. I know by the feel. I know by the energy of those things that there's also a familiarity, and I'm hoping that some of you may, as we go through this night, feel what I mean about a familiarity. You hear something, and it's like that you know it. It's already there within you, maybe from another past life or you know, past incarnation. But there's a familiarity about it. So Ei Chai Shoma is one that we use a lot for that prayer, and there was a time I would never have it recorded, and that was because it is our prayer. It's our setting our energy, it's us setting our intention, and everything you do, if you put that intention behind it, it's so important. Now that is out and it is recorded, because we recorded it at Big Jam Studios on the 5th of December, so you can still see that on our Touch the Earth music page, and that chant is on there, and it's beautiful. Now, chants and songs, what we're going to go through this night, I'm going to carry on, because the first few I do believe are chants. So if you want to ask me how to spell Ei Chai Shoma, I haven't got a clue. Because I'd write it down differently every time.
Well, I told Bruce today that, for example, this you have there, I have no idea what it says until you say, oh, that's what it says.
So I would suggest that you just write it down phonetically, how it fits for you. So it's Ei Chai Shoma, Akor, Akor, Akor.
Excellent.
Okay, because if I try writing it down, you wouldn't get it. So, yeah, it's fun. So, okay, so it's this thing about trusting in the power of songs, trusting in that power of words as they come through. there is a story here, and we are going to cover quite a few songs, but it's important for me, I think, to get, it's not just a music night tonight. I want to get through to people how you can do this yourself. It's not rocket science here. You can do this yourself, especially if you work closely with the spirit and you hear what they're giving you. You've got to be in to receive it. That's the thing. So don't keep shutting yourself off. Because you shut yourself off, you don't hear it. It's like if our phones were ringing now, we wouldn't hear them because we're not in to receive the call. And I can get these songs, chants in the most strangest places. I could make it sound so spiritual. I was in this boat when I got this chant in the middle of Lake Titicaca, you know. Or I could say I was in the bath, you know. One doesn't demean the other. It's just that it was real because that's where I was when I got it. I might get one in the middle of Lake Titicaca.
Oh, we were walking in the what, it must have been September.
Oh, in the woods, the fairy woods.
And it was just an amazing experience. Yeah. And when we came home, Lynn would just speak out everything I experienced, and like I was, what? How did you do that? It was a song, like, oh, excellent. What happened?
Well, it happened there as well, didn't it? It happened there.
Yeah.
In the trees. I was just
leaning, that's true.
Just leaning against the trees, and then suddenly the trees started singing, didn't they? It was this. We just opened ourselves up to the spirit of this wood, and the trees were just singing. It was pretty awesome. And we came back, and that was how it happened. But yeah, I mean, it's.
But you need to understand, everybody is not gifted like that. Like everybody has.
I believe they. I'm going to argue.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to argue.
Okay, teach me.
No, I believe they are. I think it's because we tend, as I said to you, we tend to listen to things like, oh no, don't sing, quiet down, don't make a noise, blah blah blah, when we're little. So we're conditioned, and a lot of people I speak to don't like the sound of their own voice.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's like it's like using your voice is a good tool to get to know yourself, because it's quite scary to hear your voice, how it comes out, like
especially when you sing a wrong note.
Well, you know, if you think about the wrong notes, you're fucked. You know.
Beep beep.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, just enjoy the sound, let it flow.
I think that's what I like about it, is because it's real. There's a realness there. And if you make a mistake, what does it matter? It's real. It's, you know, I think this is what I like about it when you do it live, is that it is real. Yeah, we've had a few CDs go out from the band, and there's bits and I could knee cringe, but it's real. It's there, and you know, this is bringing everything into this reality. We're in such a world of false stuff now. Yeah. Everything's false, you know. I don't know what is real anymore. It's what is
everything's
real.
Polished.
You know, it is all polished, and it takes away that realness. And I like the realness. But anyway, so getting back to yeah, I mean, I don't want to muddle through it. So I've got these sections here. So I'm going to try and take you through ones that you can use to set the energy. Then there's like the songs and the chants that you can just have fun with. If you're doing a drum circle or around the fire or shopping, wherever you want to be. I've done stuff. I've been on bus stops before now, and I've started because that's what I'm like. And I did that at Grand Canyon when we were waiting for the bus, and I just pulled a flute out, did a little chant, and then played my flute. Did it once in Tesco's with a friend of mine, with Lewis actually. We were in Tesco's.
So, question, like, that's you told us earlier about setting the intention.
Yeah.
So that's what you did. You set the intention and then play the flute.
Yeah, I suppose I did in my mind. Yes, because straight away I went into that. But when I was saying about intention, I'm talking about more like if you're wanting to do ritual or ceremony, when you're doing something bigger. I mean, I didn't have an intention when I went for a walk in the woods, although I'm always humble when I walked into the woods and asked permission. So I suppose in a way I was opening up to receive anything that came through. So my intention was there before but I didn't actually, you know, when you're doing a big ceremony, then you are putting out that intention with more thought than when it just flows naturally. But I think if you do everything with a bit of an intention and in a respectful way, and a mindful way, then these things just come to you more easily.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, I've never really just working that one out. But I'll tell you another story. I'm going to just show you. I'll show you this because really this goes on to the many years ago. There's a big story behind this battle. You see that battle? Many years ago, I had a lady come here, and she came to me for a reading, and we ended up becoming the best of friends, actually. And about 2 or 3, I think about 2 weeks after I'd done the reading for her, she found it very hard to give things and to receive things, and I knew it was a real big ask, a real big thing that she did. And she came up to me and she went, "Yeah." It literally like that. She went, "Yeah, I went somewhere, I see that, and I just knew I had to get it for you, so yeah." And I looked at her and I sort of took it, and she wasn't a hugger at that time, you know, now we hug, but she wasn't a hugger at that time. It was like, "Oh, get off me," you know. And it was just such a beautiful gift, and I could see that it come really from her heart. And on the weekend, on the Saturday, I used to run my women's group on a Saturday afternoon. And I started shaking this rattle. And then I got some words. Ishana, 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 Owen. Ishana, 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 Owen. One of my friends that was in the circle, Annie, she's Irish, and she said to me, "I'm sure I know that word," she said. I've heard that somewhere. And I said, "Oh, how lovely," you know. Anyway, we thought no more of it. And then I got a couple of verses for this song. It must have been about a month or so later, she arrived back here and she said to me, "I remember that now, that Ishna is near where I grew up in Southern Ireland." She said, coming from a really staunch Catholic family, she said, it's a hill, but we was told we could never go up the hill because it was called the Devil's Hill. So she was children, we was told we couldn't go up there. So I went, wow, so there is a word called Ishna. There's a place called Ishna in Southern Ireland. So she said, yeah. Anyway, 3 years later, literally 3 years later, Bruce and I was taking a course. We was taking a group over to Southern Ireland. And I said to Bruce, we were going to Limerick. And I said to Bruce, should we have a look and see if we can find this place called Ishna? So he said, yeah, why not? So we had a look. It was nowhere near where we were staying. Nowhere near where we were staying at all. We was going over there to do a big ceremony on the Saturday. So we found out that this place, this hill, is the pagan seat of Ireland. It's got such... Do check it out. It's called Ishna. It's amazing. Well, anyway, it's a long story, so I'm trying to cut this short because I've got a lot to put in this evening. We looked it up, and there was a phone number. You had to phone because it's a working farm, and you had to make arrangements to go there. You couldn't just sort of just rock up. So Bruce took the phone number with him. We got to Ireland. We got into our bed and breakfast. So on the Friday morning, Bruce rang this number. We got through to this guy who said, the only time I can see you is Sunday. Well, that worked out well for us because we had ceremony Saturday. This was Friday. Ceremony Saturday, and then Monday we were going home. So we took some details. Well, Bruce took some details down. And then I was in the circle in Grange. It's a huge circle. It's a beautiful circle, this space. And we was doing this ceremony there. And this is where I got the word Ishka. And I didn't have a clue what Ishka was. Well, that came the next day when we went to find this hill. We went up this, we kept driving. And after about 4, maybe 5 phone calls to Bruce, phoning this guy up, who we now know is called David, we actually found David's place, and he took us up the hill. In fact, he cancelled his work and came with us and started to tell us how he wanted to bring back this really ancient ceremony, the Festival of Fires on the hill of Ishna. And you know, I learnt one thing there, that when a man like David gives you his word, he gives his word, because he said, I want you to open the ceremony next year.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. And I want you to sing that song, Ishna, because Bruce said to him, I'll sing the song for David. Well, we were all very, very emotional because if I hadn't have trusted that word, I wouldn't have known what it was. And it's built such a big thing into our lives. Bruce and I have got like what we call a whole nother family over in Ireland. We go over there every year to this festival. We have done for the last 10 years, but obviously not last year because of, you know, the lockdown. But we've been over there, and David asked me if I would open that ceremony, and I was the first to sing on the hill for many, many, many hundreds of years, and it was such a great honour. I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life. And the band was there, Touch the Earth was there, and we did the opening. And we also was asked to do the closing in the chapel. That was really scary as well, because our music was going to take it down, which is what David actually wanted. But they had like this young kids band on, and all the kids were having a drink and they were all dancing, and I thought, we're going to get lynched. And I looked at Jill, she looked at me, and we thought, oh, we're going to get lynched, because, you know, Marty was doing the music, the sound and everything, and he had to stop this band, this young band, and all these kids that were really enjoying themselves, for Touch the Earth to go on and totally change the energy. Yeah. But that's what they wanted. They wanted that energy just to shut everything down, to go back to being just that sacred space again. So it was beautiful. But that story, the Festival of Fires, the last verse of that song came to me the second year, and it was the ancestors called us, their knowledge flowed through us, fires again now burn on the hill, rekindling in the old ways, bring back the new ways, to walk with our ancestors, we honour them this day. And that came after this, when we was up there the second time. So the fires do burn on that hill, and Jane, the lady that gave me the rattle, not only did she go on to be one of my best friends, she went on to be a firekeeper here, and she keeps the sacred fire for me here for many years. So that's a little story of how one rattle gave me this word that I used, that turned out to be a place that we found out about 5-6 years later, visited, and then had this big impact on not my life, but on Bruce's life and a lot of other people's lives that have now gone over to the Hill of Ishna. And we've got our friends over there, Patsy and David and Angela, Susan and Marty and Justin. And that's all through trusting the word that came through and using that very simple word. So on our next night, I'll do the whole song through for you. I thought I'd save that for next time. So, but yeah. So now going back a few years later, Bruce and I believe it was when Lewis was with us as well, we revisited that particular circle in Grange. Oh, one thing I missed. I'm so sorry. I missed. The day we met David on the Sunday, I asked him what this word Ishka meant, and it was water. And then I'd said to him, oh, what's this here? I said, I want to go there and there. What am I here? And he said, oh, there's ancient well. So again, that was confirmation of Ishka. And then I think it was about 2 years later that Bruce and I, and you can pick that up on SoundCloud with Bruce and I, we poured out this beautiful song called Ishka, which is an honouring of the well, and we sang it to the spirits of the well on the Hill of Ishna for the first time. So then when we go back, I'm just going to breathe. It's very important.
Yeah, I have noticed.
Well, I hope I'm not going too fast for you, because there's so much I want to get in, and I hope you can feel my passion, because what I've got and what I've been doing, you have all got that gift within you. You just got to trust yourself, trust in spirit, trust in the spirit of nature that will come through and give you sounds and give you words and use them. So a few years later we went back to Grange, and that's when I got another song. I'm going to flip onto this one because it's the way it's going. And if you've been to any of our concerts now, quite often we use this at the start of our concerts, and it's this was gifted to me by the spirits of that circle. And what I love about this one is that you can use this wherever you go, whatever country you're in, whatever place you're in, because it's honouring the spirits of that place. Now, if you've got your note, I did think today, and I just put a quick notice up to say about getting a notepad and a pencil. But if you haven't, you can watch this back because the video will save anyway, so you can still watch it afterwards. And you just have to keep listening to it because I can't put all of these up. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. So you can just, you know, you learn them by listening anyway. And this is another one that if you do your own ceremonies, now anything that I will give you tonight that's mine, you're welcome to use. Everything I have here is for sharing. There's a couple of things in here that are not my work, so I'll honour those whose work it is. But for anything that is mine, and this is one of the ones that was gifted, say mine, it was gifted to me from Spirit, but it's to share with all of you. Now we sing this three times. We do this 3 times, and it's spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. North, east, south and west. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Above, below, all around. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. North, east, south and west. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Spirits of this place, we honour you. Above, below, all round. Now normally we would do that through 3 times, but tonight we've got to get through quite a lot, so but it's nice to do any chant at least 3 times around. And as I said to you earlier, that's, you can use that anywhere. You can take that back to Finland, you can take it any country you go to, any place you go to, because it is it's honouring all of the spirits. So, you know, I love that. Now I've got another one for you. So I hope you managed to write that down. I mean, they are quite simple. You'll have to give us little icons because we can't see if you're all still there, and oh, you know, we'd like to know that you're in there and you're still enjoying it and everything. So now, my farm track, my farm tracks, you know, I love walking up and down my farm track. I've walked up and down my farm track more in the last year than I've walked it in the last 18 years, but it's great because I see lots of different things. Now, this was gifted to me on the farm track. And it was only yesterday that it fell out, and I said to Sven, I've got to put this in. And when I looked it up, I didn't just look it up, I looked it up, and I also then I put the words into Google and spoke them into Google. So Google understood me, which is quite nice to know, because I confuse everybody else. But I get on all right with Google. He seems to know.
Excellent. You have someone to talk to.
He knows me well. Yes, anyway, so basically it translates into, in African, God, and then in Hebrew and in the Jewish text, I give thanks. So, I mean, you know, take from that whatever you will. What gods or deities that you look to. I mean, we honour all. We don't worship anything, but we honour everything. So this is in honour of the gods, this one. And I away, 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 and what I'm hoping that you can feel is, as we started that, the energy was there. As we finished it, it was really strong. The longer we'd have done that, and the more we'd have gone on and on building that up, that would have just taken you. And it's another lovely, I believe that's another setting for the start of a ritual or a ceremony. You know, it really, I'd like to get, can we have feedback from you guys in your comments, because it really helps once we've finished on the live stream, you know, or even while it's going on, if you type your comments out, because we can't actually read them, it's too far away, but it's really nice. And if anybody feels a familiarity with a particular chant that we come out with tonight, or it stirs, because sometimes things stir things in people. It can be, you know, emotions, feelings, visions. Some people have sort of flashes of something as well. So if you do get anything, please give us feedback and let us know, because it's very interesting afterwards. Because, you know, this is okay doing it like this and doing it live, and it's great because we're reaching far more people than we would expect if we was doing it here in my workshop. But we can't see your reaction. We can't feel your energy. We can't see how a sound has moved energy in you or around you. So I miss that. I miss that interaction with people. You know, and that's why it's great that Sven's joined me tonight, because, you know, otherwise I'd be talking to me Furby or me little troll that stands over there, because I have to have that. Furby, I'll answer back.
And Google,
I could put Google on and talk to Google as well. But, you know, this is what I'm trying to say. So I'm hoping that you're feeling what I'm hoping you can feel when we do these chants. So that's that. So we've covered all of that. Now, one of the band songs, this is still getting back to these words that we don't actually always know what they mean. A very, very important song is Spirits on the Wind. So if anyone has listened to Touch the Earth's music, Spirits on the Wind is a very deeply meaningful song for me. It was written at a time when my mum hadn't long passed over, and it was one of my dad's favourites. And if my dad liked a song, we got a thumbs up. If he didn't, we'd get it down. It didn't matter where we were. We could be on stage, we could be in the field. But if he didn't like it, he let us know. And it's horrible when someone that you love goes like that, and you think, oh my gosh, I've got to get through this song now. You know, but he gave it the thumbs up. But the chorus in Spirits on the Wind, and again, you know, I'm not trying to pump my CDs or our CDs or anything like that, but it, you know, listen to the words. But the chorus is, oh higher, oh higher, oh higher nor I. And when we was doing it, Lee said to us, we was doing a rehearsal, and he said, I think that should be fly high. So Jill, she looked at him, she can't change it, Mum won't change it. She said, you know, it means something. And then that's when I found out, when I started going into it, and I've got it written down here somewhere, and it's the way those words come together, the meaning is supreme, highest, bright, shining. When you think about the song, it's all about bodies go back to the earth where we came, and we're now spirits on the wind. So there's that, the whole chorus become an understanding statement within that song. So that again is Spirits on the Wind, and I think you can find that on our Bandcamp page, or message me later. I've never been good at advertising ourselves, Sven, have I? But
don't you have stuff on SoundCloud also? Do you? No, she doesn't know.
Most probably. Oh, it's terrible, really, isn't it? I know. Now, okay, so songs and chants. Some people want to try and split them up and say, well, this is a song and this is a chant. I don't get that, because I even believe within a song, there's aspects of a song that can come out of it and be made into a chant, or is a chant on its own. And to me, chant, song, what's the difference? You know, you can put drums to songs, you can put guitars to songs, you put keyboards, you can put anything to it, can't you? Or you can just be the voice. So, you know, again, we get caught up on these things, don't we? That's got to be a song. because it's this or it's...
Everything needs to have a name.
Of course it does. And mine's Linda. Oh my God, don't anybody call me that, right? My name is Lynn, all right? So there's only one person calls me, well, Dennis does as well, but my dad and my husband, when I've been really, really naughty, bad, it's Linda. So, but you forget you ever heard that. I just told it to thousands of people, but never mind. Okay, so those few sounds that we've used at the beginning here are what I would class as sounds that are really great to use at the start of something that you're doing, whether it's even if, you know, drum circle, a ceremony. You know, I mean, we're really lucky. I feel very blessed to have done so many different ceremonies, from Crownings to First Bloods to hand fastings to, you know, so many blessings and that, you know, and I like to use all our chants and our songs within that. It's a beautiful thing to do. But instruments, so let's go on to instruments, because everything we've done so far is just vocal. Okay, it's all just vocal. We haven't used anything. Now, when I very first started out over 25 years ago now, I gradually bought a few drums, but I didn't have the money. I wanted to get people to drum and do stuff, but I didn't have the money to go out and buy a load of drums, loads of rattles and that sort of thing. So nobody can come up to me and give me the excuse, well, I haven't got a rattle or I haven't got a drum, because you've got legs, you've got tabletops, you know, you've got your rhythm of your heart, so you can always find rhythm. There's always something to create rhythm around. Now, rattles, you can make really easy rattles. You can make really nice ones like these with all bits of fur on them and made of hide, and these are really lovely rattles. You can do that. If you wanted to go and buy one like this, they'd start off at about £15, and depends where you are, how much they end up. £60 some places, I expect. So you can put big prices on these. However, listen. Okay. Listen to this one. There's quite a few different sounds in that, and all that is my empty kaolic capsules. my kaolic that I take every year. Empty peel pot basically, and inside is rice, and you can change the inside sounds by putting things in there like rice, pasta. Pasta's quite heavy, so you get more of a clunky. And
don't cook it first.
No, don't cook it first. Definitely don't. But it's more clunky. You'll get to hear different sounds. So lentils is another good one, and try mixing like maybe one piece of pasta, because it's bigger, with just a few small lentils, and you'll get a different sound. And these cost nothing. So if you want to run a drum circle and you want everybody to have a rattle, everyone's got empty pots. You can just put stuff in, you know. And I like it. I think it's got a nice little soft sound, you know. And I mean, if you really wanted to, you could decorate it. You could glue some felt round it or some leather round it if you wanted to do that. Or you could have everybody go, you know, advertising. Free advertising their supplements. But you know, one of our ladies, when she started our shamanic course, there's a lot of our emphasis is obviously on the drum in our shamanic courses, and in doing that she didn't have a drum, so she used her washing up bowl and a wooden spoon, and it was a good sound that she got out of it. And you know, that on its own, until she was able to buy herself a drum, gave her that opportunity to learn rhythms and different sounds. And even on a bowl, washing up bowl, you're going to get different sounds in it. Like if I tip stuff out of here, it's going in the hot tub. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm glad we put the camera where we put the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your rattles, and you can just do those so easily. Now, what I will suggest to you all, when I first started going out and I started getting these, now you're looking at someone that only really learned to read and write about 10 years ago, if that, properly. Well, I can't even do it properly now, but I learned a bit better. But if I got a song or I got a rhythm coming or a bit of a tune, I'd pull over if I was driving, and I'd phone home and I'd sing it onto my answer phone.
Oh,
So the
good
dogs
system.
used to howl. It's a good system, you know. But now most of us carry mobiles around with us, and mobiles have got recording devices on them. And, you know, it's invaluable just to sing your lyrics or whatever it is you're getting onto your phone so you don't forget it, because you will. If you,
Well, that's what happened with the song In the Woods.
Yeah.
I was recording as you sang.
Yes.
And then we came home and what did you sing?
Yeah.
Listen.
So that's a really good way of record, you know, because it's okay, you might be able to have pen and paper, just write something down, but it's that rhythm you might forget. But mobile phones are really handy for that. You don't need fancy recording devices for that now, do I? You know, but say in my earlier days, I just used to have to phone home and leave it on the answer phone. So my husband got used to not answering my messages because it'd be something like, hello, 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 hello. Oh dear. So now we're going to get on to more like the fun and the upliftment. Now, this is another one. This is one that I wrote in 2002. It's called Heartbeat of the Mother. Okay. And we're going to sing this one through. I can't remember. I think you drummed in this, didn't you? Or did I drum in this one? I think I drummed in this one.
I can't remember.
We can't remember, so we're just going to go for it as it is. Now, we've been a bit fussy about drums online. To be honest with you, I can't hear. I don't like listening to some drums online, so that they found pingy. But we experimented a bit with these, and these are quite thick hides. These are some of my oldest drums. These drums were about 30 years old, maybe now.
They look amazing.
And they don't make these anymore, but they've got a really nice deep sound. So we did an experiment today, and they didn't sound too bad, did they? Don't like sort of too pingy drums, but we're going to get the sound right. So I hope you like this one. This is one of mine, and you're free to use this at any time you want. It's called Feel the Heartbeat of the Mother. Feel the heartbeat of our mother. She is beating, we are one. Come and join our sacred circle. Walk together, walk as one. As we walk, we weave our circle. Bone and feather, tooth and claw. In our hearts there stirs a memory of a time we've walked before. Feel the heartbeat of the mother. She is beating, we are one. Come and join our sacred circle. Walk together, we are one. Feel the heartbeat of our mother. She is beating, we are one. Come and join our sacred circle. Walk together, walk as one. As we walk, we weave our circle. Bone and feather, tooth and claw. In our hearts there stirs a memory of a time we've walked before. Feel the heartbeat of our mother. She is beating, we are one. Come and join our sacred circle. Walk together, we are one. So again, that particular song can also be used for the starting of a circle. If you were getting your circle going, because that's literally in the words there. It's you know, walk the sacred circle as we weave it together. So that one could also be just used for sitting around the fire and, you know, and just singing it. Or it can be, I've done this one in Sweat. I have to say I've done this one in Sweat Lodge as well. So yeah, feel free to use that. Hope you liked it. Oh, now this is definitely a drum one. This one. This is another one that I got last summer. So again, feel free to use this. I think you just drummed in this one, Sven. I'm right. I'll read the words out to you to this one. It's called Change. So it's change. Change is coming. Moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing. Lead the way with love and hope. Now, when you take these words, when you're just using your voice as well, you can bring your voice in quietly, you can bring it in loudly. You know, you're going to work the energy, you're going to move the energy with your voice, okay?
Yeah?
Yeah! Yeah! Cool, so let's go for it. So it's change. Change is coming. Moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing. Lead the way with love and hope. Change. Change is coming. Moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing. Lead the way with love and hope. Change. Change is coming. Moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing. Lead the way with love and hope. Change.
Yeah, I like this one. Change is coming.
Change is coming. And yeah, that's another one. I had to put this in for this one because, you know, the change is coming. It's out there. We're seeing it.
And lead the way with love and hope.
Yeah. So it's a nice, simple little one, that one. So feel free to use that. So, oh, I don't know if we got any. We can't see any questions or anything, can we? It feels
Well,
always
if there are,
we
can't see them.
No, they're too far away. It always feels quite one-sided, you know, because we can't. That's why I'm asking you afterwards, or you know, give us some feedback because we might be singing.
I don't feel it's like one-sided. Like there's stuff happening.
There is. We're seeing things. We're seeing it. No, it's nice to sort of see the little movements and everything. So, now. This isn't one of my song. Well, the first part isn't. It's an old familiar one. I think it could be one of the Rainbow songs actually. It could be.
Maybe I don't know.
You know, songs grow from campfires. Oh, I must tell them about the chanting.
What's that?
The one I was telling you about the other day.
Oh yeah.
They'll love that. They'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Right. Okay. Let's get back to this one. This is Trees Grow Tall. Now, a lot of you have mostly heard this first part of this song. Oh, chant. Last summer, got another 3 verses come. Now, again, what I like about this is you can do all 4 verses if you want to call it a song, but each verse can be a chant on its own. So it's this one. I'm going to do it. Trees go. That's too high.
Are we supposed to do just singing?
Yes.
Excellent.
Times 2.
Yeah, as long as you find your pitch, I might not find mine.
No. Right. Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest. No, it's too high. Right.
Yeah, that's way too No, it's not too high for me.
Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest, high in the sky, and the roots go down to the deep, dark earth. Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest. It's still too high.
I don't know. You just sing from wherever you like.
Please don't sack me and you can't have a refund. Okay, right. Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest, high in the sky, and the roots go down to the deep, dark earth. Do it again. Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest, high in the sky, and the roots go down to the deep, dark earth. Trees grow tall in the heart of the forest, high in the sky, and the roots go down to the deep, dark earth. That was it as it was. But then I put these in. All the creatures that live in the forest, under the shade of the wise old trees, in the deep dark earth. The faithful meet in the heart of the forest, to dance and to sing with the spirits of the trees, in the deep dark earth. The moon in the sky shines brightly upon them. The darkness awaits as the veil grows thin, in the deep dark earth. So you see there's 4 verses, but each one can be used on its own. Like, the fae folk meet in the heart of the forest, to dance and to sing with the spirits of the trees, in the deep dark earth. Or you can just use the other verse. All the creatures that live in the forest, under the shade of the wise old trees, in the deep dark earth.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's good. That's what I really like. So you can just take each piece as it is, or you can put it all together, or just 2 of it, shuffle it around, however you want. So,
yeah, you know, I googled. I wanted to understand what a chant is like, so I googled it.
Oh yeah,
Translated it to Finnish, and in Finnish it's song.
Boom! I like it. So there you go. Right, now the track, my track again, my farm track again. How are we doing for time? We're all right, so still got this to get in. We're nearly out of time. I can't believe it's still halfway through.
What's that?
Well, we've got another quarter of an hour, haven't we? Hour and a quarter, wasn't it? Well,
Who is saying what time we have to do it? But does this just like
it is
crash if we go too far or what?
Right, okay. Another chant. This was really interesting because I phoned my friend Debbie up after this. I don't know if Debbie's listening in tonight, but this is like a bit of. I'm not going to read it all out because it can be a little bit before bedtime. It's a bit spooky.
I'd like skip that.
Right. Shake. Go on then, Sven, you start it.
You need to explain me the spelling.
I thought you said, the spelling?
Yeah, what's the words?
Oh yeah, well it's, basically it comes out as water nymph.
No, but tell me how, what is that supposed to say?
Shikanea, isn't it?
Shikanea, 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 shikanea. Shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya, shikanea, shikanaya. Shikanea, shikanaya. Hey! Excellent. And there's a bit of a story that goes with that one as well. I was walking the track, and it's about the spirit of the fields, and they steal the children and they make them sing and sing and sing and sing. Oh, that sounds horrible unless it's fun.
So yeah. So the Naya is, in Greek mythology, is a water nymph, and I live on waterlands. I mean, we're covered in water at the moment. It's okay. Now we've got to try and not laugh in this one.
Mm.
This again is a rainbow song. This isn't one of mine.
There's one thing I have really hard to understand.
Don't forget, he's got a funny language. Well, it's not a funny language.
That's my point.
Language.
How is it possible that Lynn doesn't speak English with a Finnish accent? That would make my life so much easier. Yeah.
Okay, so got your shovel and spade ready.
We had to go to the next room and ask how are you supposed to say this one word here.
All right.
Oh, this is like, it's not, it's more like uplift.
It's uplifting. I was born. Right, okay, sorry, we're going to start again. I was born on a 7th ray, hey-oh, and my path is a rainbow trail, hey-oh, hey-oh, capo 6.
Oh, that's it.
I just can't get the staff these days. Okay. This is about the only song we've practiced and practiced this one.
Yeah,
All because I couldn't get a word right.
we did
Even
get
if you put it
distracted
on the right place.
from the actual song.
Right, okay.
I was born on the 7th ray, hey-oh,
and my path is the rainbow trail, hey-oh, hey-oh, from the stars to the earth I came, hey-oh, a rainbow warrior, I am, a rainbow warrior, I am. I was born on the 7th ray, hey-oh, and my path is the rainbow trail, hey-oh, hey-oh, from the stars to the earth I came, hey-oh, a rainbow warrior. I am a rainbow warrior, I am. I was born on the 7th ray, hey-oh, and my path is the rainbow trail, hey-oh, hey-oh, from the stars to the earth I came, hey-oh, a rainbow warrior, I am a rainbow warrior, I am. We got there in the end.
Yeah.
So simple, you know, there's only 4 lines in that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5
See how simple, and we managed to mess it up completely.
We won't get into the trail.
No, skip that.
Okay. This is another one that I got last year, and I did this one originally. Sally and I did this for a while as well. This is quite a nice song. Hope you like the Rainbow Warrior. Hope the Rainbow Warrior like the Rainbow Warrior.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm going to look back at this and see I've had too much chocolate today. I got a Christmas present.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's my fault. The blame will come here.
No blame, but if you think I'm a bit hyper, it's because of all the sugar.
Anyways, what am I supposed to do in this song?
Play a rattle.
Excellent.
Okay. Right, I like this one. This is great.
Am I supposed to sing?
Well, you did earlier in rehearsal. You didn't really rehearse, but anyway. It's called Untamed. The wild woman sings with the wind in her hair, with mud on her feet and her body. She would dance to the sun and dance to the moon, and she has no care for who's watching. Ania, ya no. Ania, 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 ya no. The wild man sings with the wind on his face, with mud on his feet and his body. He would dance to the sun and dance to the moon, and he has no care for who's watching. Ania, ya no. Ania, 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 ya no. They are both wild like the untamed sea. Their freedom and love they embody. They will dance on the earth, they know their own worth, and they have no care for who's watching. Ania, ya no. Ania, 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 ya no. Ania, 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 ya no. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. I like that. So that's that one. That's Untamed. And again, I suppose you could just take bits out of that, can't you? You could just take the first, you could just take those verses and shorten them and not have to do the whole song.
Not also only the thing about the knees.
The knees. I haven't gone as far as asking Google yet a translation for Ania Yano, but I'm sure there is an Ania Yano out there somewhere. Ania, Ania, Ania Yano.
It sounds like
That's right, I've had to take a song out because it sounds too much like a friend of ours.
what's that?
The other one. Ishimi-oh-hi, Ishimi-oh-hi. See, it sounds like shimmy.
Oh, it's shimmy high. Yeah, it is always high.
Oh dear. Okay. Now we're going to get into the healing sound. I love the healing sound. Now this has got words, but quite often you can just make sounds. This is why I say you don't have to sing. I mean, we've hit some flat notes and everything. Who cares? We're just having fun. You know, it's good. It's good to get it out there. It's good to share it. It has that feel good factor, doesn't it? We're going to get another one of these in. Well, Fen's still in the UK as well, so we're going to get another one of these nights in. We've laughed so much. We might not once we watch it back. We might say, oh, but anyway, well, nobody's left yet. Look, we've still got a good audience.
Yeah, I think we're doing good.
Yeah, but,
you know, it's about sharing the chants anyway.
It is,
and it's well, I think it's a good thing that you don't take stuff too seriously.
Yeah,
it's just.
Could be able to laugh.
Yeah.
Laughter. I think laughter and music are the best medicines there are. You know, and always be able to laugh at yourself as well. I'm not laughing at myself, but you have to laugh at yourself. You know.
Well, you can't help it.
You can't help but laugh at me.
Oh.
He laughs at me a lot, especially when he sees misspellings.
I do laugh at myself also
We
sometimes when no one sees and no one notices.
I know. But there's a time and a place, so we also know when to be, you know, when to be into that mindfulness, into that space that you need to be in. And a lot of these chants that we're hoping to share with you tonight is that you can do that with just sound. I mean, I'd like to just go into this moment now and just see what sounds come out. You know, it's real in the moment stuff.
Yeah. That in the moment stuff is amazing.
Should we just do something in the moment?
That's really outside my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Let's just do it then.
Like what's.
Just in the moment, just now.
Make sounds.
Just make sounds.
With
the guitar.
What? Sounds with the guitar?
Yeah, with the guitar. We're just going to do this for healing for now, for you, for everyone out there.
And what do you expect me to
I don't know,
play?
just anything.
Like
you know what we did down the meadow that day? We just went
heavy
down.
metal?
No, not heavy metal. We don't want heavy metal. Just something nice. And we're
What
this
did we
out.
do in...
I don't know anything. Just. I'm sure we get the atmosphere when we do something right. So this is for all of you out there. For anyone that's in this place at the moment of anxiety or fear. feel it flowing as we send this love to you. As we send our love to you. You'll kill me tomorrow.
What's that?
Don't kill me tomorrow.
Me? I'm having fun. I'm happy it was you singing and me playing guitar. Next time you play the guitar and I sing.
Oh, I would if I could. I would if I could. But anyway, that was it really in the moment. So, you know, you'll find that as we started, we had to get into it. Then once we actually stepped out of, because we felt nervous, I felt nervous because shit.
I had no idea what I was
We had no idea what we was doing.
The
So we
thumb
had
got
to
stuck
really,
in the strings. And, you know.
we had to really get just into that place of trust and just know that something will come. But then it started to take shape because we didn't shy away from it. You know, I mean, I was conscious at the start. I thought, oh, it's a bit of a wobbly notes there, some wobbly notes there. I thought, just go for it, come out, tuck my head off, shove it under my arm, just come from my heart. Then that works. Okay.
Well done.
So that's to you, and well done,
Thank
Sven.
you.
That was beautiful, beautiful chords there. So that was lovely. So again, that was like healing. I hope you felt that. I really hope you felt that. Now, okay, we've got a couple more. Are you still okay for time? Because we're going over time. But, you know, if you have to go with my love. I'm really sorry. Well, I'm not actually sorry that we've gone over tonight because it's just so much to get in. That's why I thought I'd do 2 nights and more if you want it.
Well, I guess there's loads of stuff coming in anyway.
I want to hear your songs because, you know, put your intention out for getting your own chant. Put your intention out for getting your own power song. There's nothing like getting your own healing song. And put that intention out there, and I know it will come. So between now and our next gathering, please trust that you'll get those sounds and they will come to you. They might come to you in words or they might come to you in sounds, you know, and open yourself up as that hollow bone to allow that inspiration just to flow through you. It's there. Don't put your blocks up by I can't. It doesn't happen to me. It won't happen. That is all a negative vibration. Open it up and say, I'm willing to allow these sounds to come through me. Please come through me. And I know they will. I know they will.
Or you can decide that they come from you and become aware of things that you feel you would love to have more in your life, and then just speak it out.
Yeah.
Like more peace, more love, more whatever, and then find a way to express it. So.
I mean, it was really beautiful because, you know, you couldn't quite put something into words, and I helped you put it into words a little while ago.
Yeah.
And that was your own healing. It's private, so it's Sven's own healing song. But it's just having that trust of feeling what's around you and taking that in, isn't it? It's that connection. But what I'm trying to say to everybody is you can all do it. I know you can all do it. So, you know, I mean, when we've done workshops and that, and I've done this, reclaiming your voice. So, okay, shamanic experience, reclaiming your voice. What's that all about? It's letting your voice, it's about being heard. It's about hearing your voice and being comfortable with that voice. And reclaiming that's yours. You know, don't let somebody say to you, you can't sing or don't sing. You know, reclaim that power. And for me, what is shamanism? Shaman is all about being natural. It's the natural world. So it's having that natural flow.
Yeah, and who like made up these rules about singing anyways? Like, who is to say like what is singing and what's not singing? Like, as long as you enjoy it, just do it.
I mean, I joined a choir a little while ago, and I walked in, and they said, "Oh, what are you? Are you alto?" I went, "I don't know. I'm just Lynn. I'll sing." I didn't have a clue, you know, whether I'm this or if I'm alto or tenor or whatever. I think I've got you know, I just sing. So I think we get caught up, and that's what happens. We get lost. Again, like everything that we share with you here, we say it's simple. Everything gets taken and gets complicated, but it's not actually. It's quite simple. Now, this song, this one came at a service station. I could flower it up for you and say it come in some spiritual moment in a beautiful forest or a temple or somewhere, but it didn't. It came in Newport Pagnell service station. And I think this is one of your favourites, isn't it? It's you really like this one. So did we do this? Is it the call and refrain one or not? No, it's not, is it? When we did it earlier, there was
no,
one
it was.
yeah.
I don't know what song that was, but it wasn't
This is this one as well, and I love this one. And this is a healing one as well. Om, pray with me, Om, sing with me, Om, dance with me, healing this day. Bringing the love to me, finding the love in me, searching the depths of me, chanting my way. Weaving the strands with me, leaving the yesterday, weaving the web of my new destiny. Om, pray with me, Om, sing with me, Om, dance with me, healing this day. Bringing the love to me, finding the love in me, searching the depths of me, chanting my way. Weaving the strands with me, leaving the yesterday, weaving the web of my new destiny. And again, you can do that through as many times as you want, so feel free to use that. That's one of mine. And again, it's simple, but it's got a lot of energy behind it, a lot of meaning, and a lot of intention there for what you're setting. So, yeah, well, we've already done that bit. I think we're going to skip that one until next time. So I think we're just going to have a little roundup now. I think I've covered most of what I'd like to. There's still, I mean, I could talk to midnight, but I can't. And you can't, I expect, either. So that's why I have put in another one. And if we need more, we'll do more. But what I hope that you've got out of this is to take something out of our book, really. We just put ourselves on the spot a little while ago and just went with something. Not worrying about what we looked like, how it sounded. We just did it with our intention, put our heart behind that. As of all of these that we've shared with you tonight, I hope that there's something that's really calling to you, and that you want to use your voice and and sing. Go into the woods if you need to sing, and sing to the trees, sing to the birds, sing to the sun as it sets, sing to the sun as it rises, sing to the full moon. Sing and the birds will sing with you. I think that's why we have such bird song round here. There's always songs here, there's always singing. And it's a beautiful world. So we're going to let this song I got, or chant, yesterday, day before. I was walking my track.
Days.
Yeah. And it's to give thanks to the spirits everywhere, and to give thanks to the spirits that have helped us this night, to all the inspiration that's flowed. And I'm going to close within this as well. So. We give thanks to the spirits of the earth. We give thanks to the spirits of the air.
Keep on singing.
We give thanks to the spirits of the fire. We give thanks to the spirits of the waters. We give thanks to the spirits everywhere. We give thanks to the spirits of the earth. We give thanks to the spirits of the air. We give thanks to the spirits of the fire. We give thanks to the spirits of the waters. We give thanks to the spirits everywhere. We give thanks to the spirits of the earth. We give thanks to the spirits of the air. We give thanks to the spirits of the fire. We give thanks to the spirits of the waters. We give thanks to the spirits everywhere. We give thanks to the spirits of the earth. We give thanks to the spirits of the earth. We give thanks to the spirits of the fire. We give thanks to the spirits of the waters. We give thanks to the spirits everywhere. And as we close this night, we give thanks for the inspiration, for the opportunity to share. We give thanks to all those that have tuned in to us tonight. And we send out our wishes and our love to all those that are not in good places at this moment, with our love and our frequencies, thinking of them all. And thinking of ourselves, for each and every one of us, we have to look after ourselves before we can look after anyone else. So sing, dance, bring that music into your life, into your heart. And until we meet again, seek your own songs, seek your own quiet, your own healing chants, quest them without their intention. Look forward to hearing. Yes. Good night, everyone. Lots of love, and thank you for tuning in.
Good night. Good night. It looks like we are still on.
We are still
like
on.
the screen went red and everything.
Yeah, it had a little connection problem there. I'm
Ah.
hoping that it didn't go out on everybody, but so people are still there in the room. And
Thanks.
yeah, thank you
Love this.
everyone. It's been fun. Thanks so much, Sven. And I'm not easy to work with, guys. I'm really not, because I'm changing
I think
things.
you are one of the most easy because you just go with the flow and shit happens and sometimes it doesn't happen.
And on that note, oh yeah, actually, before you all go, let me just say, somebody asked me on our drop-in night, we have a room, chat room, so you're always welcome, anybody's welcome. If you're a member of the Caer Corhrain tribe, you can just come into the chat room on a Wednesday night. It's 7:15 to 8:15. Very informal, just drop in for a chat. But someone said about us doing a night where you all ask me questions, and I'm really touched by how many people are interested, actually. So I've set that up, and yeah, so keep an eye on that. And then I think it's next week or the week after, I'm doing a guided meditation, and then we've got another one of these nights. So keep your eyes peeled, because we keep popping up. Love you all.
Excellent. Good night.
Right.